Just deleting this last stream. Always makes 2 for some reason. I realize it's like the intro to all my streams now. And it looks like we are live. So welcome back to the Tortalic channel, where we play Space Engineers Live. We're on the 39th episode. That's a lot of episodes. There is a lot to this game, and playing it is... It's a huge learning curve. Feels like every time I open this game I learn something new about it, and then 20 things also change, so... Especially near this update time. But we are going to see... We're going to see what's new, we're going to see what's changed, what is tweaked. I saw an interesting script on the workshop that was a better way to use the turret control, custom turret control blocks. Because we had one of Whip's scripts back in the day, before I started streaming. And that worked pretty well, I'm pretty sure. But now, Whip has released a new script. It's based off of the custom turret controller. And it works amazingly. And it offers you a lot more functionality to it. Because you can actually add multiple rotors or hinges. I'm pretty sure it'll be the workaround I need for the railgun as well. So that is in the future. But today, I forgot to change the title of the stream. Of course I did, I just changed a few numbers. We are going to be playing around with Izzy's Easy Inventory script. Let's update the name of the stream. All right, cool. Nice. Okay. Name of the stream's updated. Very good. Now the reason that I don't want to use the custom turret controller script yet is because I saw it was created a couple days ago and it had just been updated today. So that tells me that it's still kind of in development. They're still releasing patches to it, trying to get it to work. I think the base game is still releasing patches, honestly. So today I'm going to play with Izzy's inventory management stuff. And maybe next stream or a future stream, I'm going to play around with that turret control script. But this seems to be like a little bit of a logistics hub in my base. So I'm going to put a programmable block here. Also, it's right next to the nanite, so that's pretty convenient. Interesting. There we go. And another thing that I want to do is the nanites. I don't want them to use assemblers anymore. I don't want cooperative mode anymore either, honestly. Izzy's script, from what I've seen, I don't know exactly how well it functions nowadays after this update. We're gonna see that for ourselves in just a couple of minutes here. But back in the day, it was good for, you know, that the problem with the assemblers I've been having, where if there's too much input iron and it needs nickel, it can't pull nickel and it can never build the piece it's trying to build. Well, with Izzy's script, if an assembler isn't doing a job at the moment, the script will pull the input out of it. And that's going to solve that issue, which I really think should be part of the base game almost. But we can solve the issue with Izzy's script. Also, by renaming some of the cargo containers, we can control what is stored there. So my idea, and we can also control what we want, like if we want 1,000 steel plate, approximately, we can just tell the script, hey, if we have less than 1,000 steel plate, then we're going to queue up more steel plate. And that's going to be really handy. Another thing that I'm worried about, but I really want to test, is because some of the names of like ammunition and stuff like that have changed in this new update, I'm wondering if Izzy's script has accommodated for that, or if it even needs to in the first place. So we're just going to be doing a test run here with our base. So I'm thinking ores are just going to kind of be pulled into the refineries. I don't think we need to worry about ores too much. Ingots go in one silo, components go in another silo. Because we have 5 large cargo containers in each silo. And I think that is going to be fairly sufficient. Are they all here on this floor? Okay, so that's pretty easy access, honestly. Unless, no, there's more. There's 10 on each side. Okay. Almost forgot what I even had. We want the keyword ingots. And we're going to give this one priority 6. So the keyword ingots is going to control what goes in there, and then brackets P6 gives this a priority level. I think they range from 1 to 2.1 billion. So there's a lot of wiggle room you have there. I'm just going to look back at the guide to Izzy's script just to make sure I'm getting all this right. Like I said, playing Space Engineers is sometimes like taking a course. The P is capitalized. Okay. So we got that. And I want to manually go to each one of these so I'm not accidentally hitting the wrong container. It's mainly just me being OCD about being sending materials to the right containers. So we'll make this the ingot side. Ingots P8. Ingots P9. That should be 10. Ingots P10. But we don't even have Izzy's script yet, so we're going to test it with just those ingots. There's our nanites sticking out of the ceiling. I might change that up. I'm not sure. I kind of like the idea. I think it just needs a little bit of decoration to spruce it up. And I feel like this floor could also do with a cargo output. Do a slight redesign here. Some of these blocks in before things collapse. Not that that's a mechanic in this game, just superstition. Okay. Now I do want to disconnect this because get a junction in here. Get a conveyor. So storage. Where is it? Do I not have cargo? There it is. Cargo container. Programmable block here, programmable block on the other side. Is that the front? Yeah, I'm guessing so. Put another one here. Why not? Just need large steel tube from somewhere. All right. Control panel, content script. Man, I really do not know how to do this, do I? Terminal, edit, browse workshop. Okay. Oh, I'm looking at the LCD, aren't I? Keyboard. Right? Script. So you can put two different scripts on a programmable block? Maybe. Okay, energy hydrogen, why not? Large display. Put a clock on there, I guess. Huh. Just open it up in terminal and just click edit. Let's do text. No content. This is very strange. Subscribe to the script, build programmable block, open it in terminal, press edit. Press browse workshop. I'm like 200% certain that I have scripts enabled. Game. Do I have scripts enabled? It's experimental mode, so it should be. Should be. So why does it not work? Is the question. Because it says it just should have a fancy button. It's edit. And it does not. Script. No script. Weird. Very, very weird. Well, if the programmable block cannot be programmed, how does that make any sense? So did they just change? I don't know, I feel weird about Space Engineers now. I haven't tried the programmable blocks before, but I feel like I feel like every block broke in some small way. Unless I'm just accessing it wrong. There doesn't seem to be a way to do any of that. There should be a blueprint menu, right? Is that F10? Yeah. Don't worry about whatever that is. Okay. Is he not ship? Other. Izzy's inventory. I'm already subscribed to it, I'm pretty sure. Easy inventory. Oh my. The new player experience. Oh my. I mean, most subscribed? Probably a good way to find it. No shot it was like taken off. Uh, have a base tag. I'm fairly certain I'm already subscribed, right? Right? Perhaps not. Yeah, we're just gonna go find it right quick. Just to make sure that I'm not crazy. Because I might be crazy. Oh, but I'm searching through blueprints. So that's just not an effective way to find it. That's the thing. So the blueprint menu just is not going to help me. That's established. I feel like there's gotta be a way. This was a function that Keen wouldn't have taken it away. I mean, come on now. Guess I won't be able to play with the scripts for a while. unfortunately. All right, well, while we are figuring that out, no time like the present to take a look at what's happening in our base. I thought I might hit a roadblock with Izzy's inventory, but I really did not think I was going to hit it right out of the gate. That is unfortunate. All right. So we're using our large quantity of steel plates. Moving and grooving. We've got a lot of resources, so just let those get put to the test. What else is an important resource? I have some computers, some construction components. There's a couple of resources to hold over the base while we are doing all the shenanigans. Alright, should be pretty good. Just making sure they got enough components. Don't know if I queued up motors, but probably. So yeah, the programmable block used to look way different before. Why is it now the case that it doesn't work the same? Or did I grab the wrong block? It's programmable block. Control panel. Why does the UI of this block look like an LCD? Because I have an LCD selected. Why? There's no edit. Edit used to be right under custom data. Shows an editor for custom data to be used by scripts and mods. Interesting. Scripts don't go in timer blocks, do they? Let's just quickly do a little proof of concept thing, I guess. 9. But I need interior plate. Is there a way I could be able to snag? Oh, there's a little bit of interior plates in there. It's fine. Alright, let's try the timer block. How things have changed. It's like, I feel like with a game that has such a huge learning curve, doing all of these tiny little changes, while they might possibly be quality of life, it's just impossible to get a read on what's happening. Because you've got so many tutorials that are just out of date now because either the game is slightly broken or it just does not work the way that it used to. There's supposed to be an edit button right here. And now I just do not even know how to add scripting. I think I can script the LCDs, but that's it. Is it a new thing where it's all handled at the control seat, or do I need custom turret controllers for my scripts? What's going on here? Content, no content, script. But I can't choose anything from the workshop. Why? Who knows? Let's put targeting info there. That's definitely pretty buggy because I couldn't even get out of that window. Okay. I see you. Oh, that's not a window. My goodness. This is just the most confusing thing, isn't it? All right. Okay. Actions. Does it find the railgun? No. Enable AI. Add an aiming radius of undefined, I guess. Let's say 100. 0 and 0. Okay. Because there's no weapon, it doesn't understand what to do. So this turret's definitely not going to work. My goodness. Okay, so our turret is definitely broken. We know that. And we have no idea how to add scripts to the game. Just in general. And our power is going absolutely nuts. It's not sure. Are we out of power? Is that something? No, we have a lot of power. It's just something is... well, spasming, basically. I'm not sure what it is. Of course, there's no locked targets. I'm gonna have to play with the control seat for a second. Okay, it looks very similar to some of the other systems here. Info. pad script. Programmable block. I don't know. It just looks like scripting disappeared from the game. Well, so much for troubleshooting Izzy's script. I troubleshoot scripts in general. They do not appear to be existing right now. But anyways, let's look at the progress of the garage. Right down here. And it is slowly extracting more from the floor. Be able to put a couple more assemblers down here. And it does look like our piston is probably extending a little slow. Or a little fast, rather. I would just be able to sneak a bunch of assemblers in there, but I think I have an idea. Add a lot of attachment points, because why not? Redundancy is good. And I don't have enough plate for the last one. Of course. Not from there. Gotta take it from up here. There. I'll do something useful during the stream. Besides complain about how the update has changed the game. I don't know, I think it's just another learning curve. And as a new player to Space Engineers, like I've seen a lot of content, but it just, the amount of content I've seen does not serve me in any way because, well, it's like a completely different game, you know? Not a completely different game, the physics and everything hasn't changed, but it is very different. Had some sort of red column of light, I think. That would be pretty cool. Get some lights. Take data pads out, we don't need them. What do we need? Construction components. We'll be able to build 6 lights. Alright. They have to attach to the back of something though. If I add, does that do like a column? I could easily sneak that in here. Let's try. Let's experiment. Just stick that in there. And then I think I want glass. Windows. 1x1s. 1x2s or 1x4s might work, but I doubt there's 1x4s. So take out ion thrusters. Okay. So I need girders to be able to build these. Interesting. So I could put glass on one side. I wonder... if we add these tinted slopes. I wonder if the light would kind of hit them, and or how far down would it go. Here we go, pure red. Intensity. No offset, I guess. Offset of blinking as percentage of blink interval. I think that's duty cycle, but it would be much more convenient if it was worded duty cycle. Offset of blinking as percentage of blink interval. No, I mean, it makes sense. It's probably just offset in the time domain. I don't know. I think there used to be a duty cycle, and I think that would have been cooler, honestly. I'll see what that does once it builds up. While Izzy's script is not with us, I'm gonna have to set those settings back how they were. Control panel, assembler, tower main. You can queue from the nanites, you can cooperate, and we want the nanites, at least this one, to be able to use the assemblers. didn't know the small cargo container used grids. Interesting. Let's take a look at this thing again. I don't know. It's very, very strange. I almost think that there's a possibility that scripts just aren't on for the world. But I'm pretty sure that if you have the experimental mode on, that's just enabling scripts. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this timer block out, because I don't need it. I'm going to put another programmable block in here. No. Alright. Well, things are moving and things are grooving. Just very, very slowly, as usual. I think, if the nanites are even working. Which is a fair question. Gonna have to ask them when they're online. I'm gonna go down here and speed up this process because I want. Okay. So we've got this whole thing going on with the spotlight. Where it does light up this entire section. It's only on for a very small amount of time. Let's see what the glass does for this aesthetic. Alright, let's see. Does it just destroy the... Okay. Not a very good idea. Just destroys the light, basically. So what can I use to, like, act as like a translucent block to, like, hold the light? I don't know if there is one. I do have an idea, though. And this is my way out, so... Alright. I need my glass. wherever that went. There it is. All right. Just like this. And then on this side, I want to put lights. So them facing inward. It's not the most aesthetically pleasing column, but maybe if it sort of like has this rippling motion effects. Oh, I have to use a lot of timer blocks though. I don't know. We'll see how that goes. Thank you. It's a work in progress. Was going to try to work on scripts today, but they just don't seem to be working. A lot of stuff seems to be broken after the update, but I mean that's just me as a newer space engineer. Corner lights. Change. Oh, wait. There we go. Change the color. Change the radius, because why not? There's no fall. Most intense. We'll see what that does. Offset of the light from the model. We'll just have them blink. Yeah. I think this is the duty cycle one. I think the offset is, yeah, a shift. I don't know. I really have no idea. So that's interesting. It doesn't quite overpower the space like I would have wanted it to. But that's fine. Something we can play around with. Nope. That one. Alright. Let's get this little blinking thing going on. There's more of an absence of light in there, I think. It'll work a little bit better. Huh. I don't know. There might be settings I can play around with too. Seems to be a fair amount of blinking. Control panel, interior, double. If we change that offset, and if we make the fall off a normal number, I feel like the amount of red light has increased. It's like all the little green lights are kind of ruining the aesthetic. I don't know. And I want the lights to blink down in order. That is definitely something I can be playing around with. All right. Yeah, I don't know. Leave a comment down below if you guys have used scripts since the update. If you like installed a new script, or if your programmable block looks different than mine. Honestly, it's probably just the fact that I don't have scripts enabled, but I thought I enabled them. I'll definitely check that before next stream. So what do I need? I basically just need to let all these construction projects go. And then I guess I need more ice probably. Ship is empty. I could mess with them though. Problem is I don't have a powerful enough weapon to really mess with them. I could deconstruct the outpost. But I think I'm gonna go hit that cobalt and gold. Those are gonna be really essential to the coming up projects. So yeah, I'm gonna get a little bit more of those resources. And then it'll be pretty smooth sailing as far as building. I just need to keep raking all of this. There's so many resources down there. Turn the drills off, turn the thrusters off. And it should just sit in there nicely. Gets a little bit of ice, and I am going to get a little bit of this cobalt and gold. And there's still stones down here. Is my garbage collection not on? Is that a thing? I don't know. I think these are all complicated settings I'm gonna have to play with between games. Alright, but we need gold. That's what I know. I may not know much about this game, but I know how to mine humans.
Inventory full.
Probably still lumps of stone sitting in the other gold mine. I need to deposit. Ooh. Ouch. Okay, wait a second. I actually have to approach this a certain way, or else I'm not going to be able to get over there. I gotta save my hydrogen for the journey. All right. Drop those, get these. Of course, I can't carry that less than one piece of stone. Alright. And now my sensitivity is different. Oh my, this game. I don't know if it's something about an old save going into a new update or something, but it definitely feels way different. Like, I'll also be ready to admit, I'm definitely not the perfect space engineer, but should be slightly more intuitive than what it is. Otherwise, I fear for the new player experience. Like, at its surface, I don't think this game is too complicated, but then when you try to get really fancy with what you're trying to build, I feel like there's a huge learning curve, which is understandable. Like, kind of just what needs to happen.
Inventory full.
At the same time, it's like the learning curve also changes. It's like how they keep changing how people are adding nowadays and subtracting. So no one's going to be able to help on homework. And you keep changing all the simple stuff. No one's going to be able to help you learn it because they learned it a different way back in the day. Then all your Khan Academy tutorials just don't work anymore. And you're just like, why is learning so difficult? Because it's not a constant. It's a construct.
Inventory full.
And I think the rest of my mining trip is going to be accomplished by the miner itself. This is way more efficient. Letting the miners sink into the earth. As long as my orientation with gravity doesn't get too far off, it's gonna work. Oh, wait. Yeah, let's not mine anymore of that. We cannot lift ourselves. Heave. Let me go ahead and turn the hydrogen engines back on. Oh no, this is the heaviest I think I've ever flown this ship. That's sketchy. That's really sketchy. Okay. 2 kilometers. It's actually really cool that it's exactly 2 kilometers away. I wonder what we all got. Hide the empty stuff. Ice, stone. Even the drills still have stuff in them. That's not a good sign. We filled. That's not a good sign at all. I'm surprised that this thing can still fly, and I'm very grateful this thing can still fly. And we have 24 minutes to dock before we're drained out of power. It's funny that I saw a red flash on the ground. I don't know if that was just my imagination or what, but it seems like the intensity of the light, it's underground, mixed with the very low resolution of the voxel that was far away. Oh, no, we definitely don't want to do that. Okay, we're not very close to the tower, which is good. We're barely going to be able to lift ourselves, so going downwards is not a very good option here. At 10 million kilograms. I usually try to stop at 6 million. For good reason. I think I can reliably do 8 kilograms after seeing this. Ooh. Okay. Should not have held down for that. Ooh, yikes. Okay. Connector good? Okay, connector's good. We're docked. Wow, that was a lot. Also I can turn the engines off. That was a lot. We got some good ice, we got some good stone, a little bit of cobalt, and a little bit of gold. And that's what we need. In other news, this stuff is building up. Still a bunch of Swiss cheese for the moment, but it's doing pretty well. Probably gonna do a little bit more preparation for Izzy's control script here. Gonna name a few more of my cargo containers. Ingots. P1. Ingots. P2. Control panel. Ingots. P3. Ingots. P4. I don't have P5 yet, which is probably good because this is P5. I think it's P5, and then that should be. I wonder if I can squeeze. No, cannot. Where do I get up into the tower? I really have to make this thing a little bit more user-friendly. This is P6. Okay, good. So that's the ingot tower established. And that will be component tower. Refill my hydrogen, do all that. Gotta be getting pretty full on hydrogen and stuff. There's still a lot to be done here. I may have a fairly scaled up base, but it is so far from being over and finished. I mean, this thing's taking forever. That thing's taking forever. Check on the steel plate. Still got 10,000 right here. Windows. I love how this thing is just a random mixture of light and heavy armor. So chaotic. Those are windows. Which explains why they're not building. And there's just so much. Why do I do all of my projects this large? Why? Add a steel plate again. The top of the ship looks a lot better. I don't even know what to rename this episode to anymore. Attempt at easy inventory. Just name it Where Are My Scripts? Just make it all real. Make it not into an imaginary ship anymore. It's crazy just how many resources this thing takes. passing through half the blocks. Alright. Let's see what I got here. Steel plates. Started a lot of blocks now. Still got a long way to go though. It's insane. Yeah, I think I'm gonna build up a lot of the horizon. Name this episode based off of that. The video title about building the horizon. Me in the intro. Okay, we're gonna be experimenting with an inventory script. That's how you know it didn't work out. Name it the welding stream or something. I'll take some of that. Thank you. It's just gonna be a bunch of hidden blocks that I don't know about too that weren't filled up. That's why we have nanites. Can you imagine this process if I didn't have nanites? It's insane trying to meticulously build up every single block. I'm just trying to put resources where they go. That's all I'm doing. Ooh. What is this? This is part of the ship. I don't recognize it. Maybe because it's sideways, but even still. Oh, this is the control center. Okay. Yeah, it's just a huge random hollow space. Might be able to fill it with something, but I don't know what yet. I've got engines, hydrogen tanks, H2O2 generators. Got all that in the rear of the ship. Oh, it's corners. Just so many blocks on this thing, huh? It's looking better, it's just still a long way off. It'd be so much easier if I built it flat too. Suffering. Dude. I gotta pay a lot of respect to the space engineers who just build everything in vanilla. Cannot. Oh my. It's definitely a lot more solid now, I'll give it that. It's just hoarding all of my resources. How heavy is that thing gonna be if it uses this many resources? I really don't think the thruster count's enough. I have to stick another like little helper drone or something on the side of this thing when I try to fly it for the first time. I am not about to deal with this thing just flopping onto the ice and immediately just not being able to function at all. Ooh. But it's progress. It is progress. I'm stealing all of the steel plate. So much of the internal too that I'm just not getting to. Oh. So many steel plate later. And it feels like we're no closer. Oh man. Anyways, let's go see what the inside of this thing looks like now. Oh. It's definitely got a lot of blink to it. Okay. I can dig it. If only it like rippled through. Which is gonna be my next objective with all those timer blocks. When I get a bunch of downtime and I'm feeling creative. I don't know why I built this garage, because nothing I build quite fits in here. Everything I build is way too big. More steel plate for me. Off I go again. I at least want the shell of what this thing is to be built. Up here on the top wing, definitely want that. There we go. A little bit more added on. And the laundry list of materials I need keeps on going. Between girders and steel plates and all these other wonderful materials. Take a bunch of interior plate, see what I can do on the inside. Not an interior plate thing. That's an interior plate thing though. Door is probably interior plate to some degree. Nope. Steel plate. I know I had interior blocks here. Okay. I don't know, I guess there's not a lot of interior plate to build. Unless. It's hard to even target these blocks because of the way they exist. Alright. There's some more. Ooh. Go through the floor a little bit there. And there. There's just so much to do until the horizon's done. It's looking much more complete though. Looking a lot more solid, I will say. And give my nanites a little bit of a break. What is production looking like? Why? Are we out of materials? No, you're just full of gravel. Got it. These are on cooperative mode, so production. Yeah. Seems reasonable. This thing made out of steel plates. Of course. Just a lot of steel plates. I have a feeling I'm gonna need steel plate forever. Just put all the gravel over in one spot. Just see how much we have. Almost a large cargo container already. Depending on what is everywhere else as well. Yep, it's a lot. Probably shouldn't take those. There's a fair amount of iron. That's not iron. Little bits here and there. Got a lot of cobalt refining right now, which is great. A little bit of uranium, but I need more. Yeah, having 5 million iron, definitely not a bad situation. Especially when we're queuing up so many steel plates. Not bad at all. steal most of that. And we go it again. Take out all these little ghostly shadows of what will be. Put it into reality. It's very much Swiss cheese. It's just my chaotic building style. It's looking much better though. Thought I was over exaggerating a little bit when I said it would have taken like 5 episodes to get that thing online. No, I don't think that was much of an exaggeration. That was pretty accurate. Get those things restarted, why not? There's a little bit happening over here. You have to reprogram all of the atmospheric thrusters on that. So much to do. It's all coming together very nice though. I like it. It's good not to run out of goals. Got a lot of extra interior plate. We're in steel plate territory. And the side assemblers got a little stuck, but a bit of refreshing helped them out. I'll take that. And that. This section. All right. Oh, there's a ramp there. Interesting. Ouch. Okay, gonna get some more energy. Steal some more steel plate. We'll be off to the races once more. Actually is coming together a lot faster. Now that I'm just focusing it. 2 nanites. This is how things in space engineers are supposed to be taken care of. One thing at a time. Don't go too crazy or you'll make yourself crazy. Steel plate. Alright. Put up that ramp. Rounded part. That's already real. Oh, that's not the best. Luckily, we found a solve for this. It's called having access to your hydrogen tank at the ground floor. Of course, I didn't give myself enough space for these. Oh, hold on.
Inventory full.
Yeah, I'd still find it. It's kind of cruel, but made a blunder. Not even that little part of the leg. Oh my. I think most of the top is done though. Just near the thrusters I put a lot of heavy armor. Get some more steel plate, finish off a lot of the face of the ship. That is window. Some random heavy armor. Of course, because why not? Okay, so this is just flat up light armor. There wasn't really much of a rhyme or reason to what was late and it wasn't. Can I lock onto that thing out there? No, I think I have to be within 2 kilometers to lock on to anything in particular. Thank you for the contribution. This is very much my hodgepodge ship. I think it'll be quite effective once it's done. Every block I load is one that the nanites will not have to deal with. Just keep on going. Making patterns all over the ship. So yeah, this is what a Space Engineer's playthrough. Cannot even talk. This is what a Space Engineer's playthrough looks like. It is coming along. Yeah, hitboxes for some of these shapes too are just so small. I don't have steel plate anymore. Alright, well, a majority of the front and top is established. I like how it's coming along. It looks pretty good. As long as it flies. Doesn't fly, we are in for some trouble. I think it will. I think it will. I wonder. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have any timers, custom turret controller. Doesn't have an edit button. So yeah, I am all out of solutions for the control script. It's going to be what it is, I suppose. For now. Try to look up a couple tutorials, maybe something more recent. Maybe it's being worked on right now. Maybe it's a work in progress. But no, it's got to be something either base game or just something that's just pretty obviously messed up on my end. Oh, and the base power doesn't actually look so good. How is the base doing? I would just drop down through there, but I think that could kill me pretty quick. Batteries. They're recharging, which is interesting. Interesting concept. Because we have good wind power right now. Alright, so the nanites aren't absolutely killing our power situation. Interesting. But yeah, I think that is going to do it for today. A lot of work has been done on the horizon, and it's probably going to be built in the next 2 episodes, maybe. At least from what I can see here on its externals. On its internals, it might need a little bit more work. Its weapon systems seem to be good. The miner looks good. The baby bird is being developed ever so slowly because, 2 big projects, a little project with a big project can be overshadowed pretty quickly by all the demand put on the nanites. And how is downstairs looking? We have blinky light. So that is pretty cool. I think it's gonna look better on this side, honestly, because it doesn't have one of those little green lights from the upgrade modules. We'll have to see. Play around with it a little bit. Maybe see if I can get it to not clip these blocks. But that is for the future. Thank you guys for watching. Whether you watched the replay or you were here live, thank you for just being here. It's pretty cool to have you guys in the stream. And it's pretty good to see those little view numbers go up, even if it's slightly. It's nice. I'm gonna just keep on throwing myself at the problem, seeing if I can gain some experience in the game, some experience doing this, and become better over time. But that is going to do it for today. If you want, you can leave a like, you can subscribe and hit the bell icon. Subscribing and hit the bell icon will give you notifications when I stream or upload, and leaving a like just gives me a couple more endorphins. So you do that as you please, and hopefully I will see you guys in the next episode.